meteorologist Peter Hall. You okay there, Lisa? Oh, okay.
I was just imitating you. You have so much energy.
Really? I'm kind of tired right now.
Really? You don't seem it. Not on the air.
Thanks. I was just being silly. Okay, here's what's happening during the course of today. It's going to be a very warm and humid day today. We have an opportunity of a shower thunderstorm, which we didn't really have that opportunity. We haven't had much rain whatsoever over the last 5 weeks or so. But even so, not everybody's going to see the shower thunderstorm threat. There'll be a couple of cells popping up, which I'll show you in the Futurecast in a second. High of about 85. When you factor in a dew point near 70, the maximum heat index today will be near 90, and that's in the shade on lawn. If you're at the fair on the blacktop, it's going to feel hotter. So, it's summery again, right? And we have a summery September in effect, and another 7 days, including today, in the forecast. And we are continuing with only tiny threats for thunder. Yes, today is one of those days where we actually have a slightly higher threat, but overall, not a lot of rain in the forecast. Following some fog and low clouds, that's actually more in the forecast than anything else in terms of rain or anything. So any patchy fog that we do have this morning and low clouds will give way to a mix of sun and clouds. There's a very weak front coming through around midday, central New York, later in the afternoon, mid-afternoon for the rest of the area. With it, that's where our best chance of a shower thunderstorm would be. Noon, you can see a little bit of a shower there by Oswego, but overall, the best chance for Syracuse is about 1 or 2 o'clock. Did you notice a little blip there near Syracuse? About 1, 2 o'clock, if it's going to happen, which we're not saying there's an absolute, there's only a 1 in 3 chance of a shower thunderstorm in Syracuse at the State Fair, but the best chance of it happening, around 1 or 2 o'clock or give or take. Notice there are more cells to the east and also popping up to the south. That's where the best chance of a shower thunderstorm occurs today. Look for highs in the mid-80s. And then overnight tonight, partly cloudy. Areas of fog, again, like we said before, forming in spots. And where the fog forms, Mohawk Valley, Oneida Lake, Verona Beach. Yeah, it's going to take a few hours to burn off. But once it does, we will yield to sunshine. And I do expect Friday to be dry locally. There is a small chance of a shower thunderstorm Friday afternoon. Very small. The best chance is going to be near or south of the Route 79 corridor, which is roughly Ithaca to Lisle to Whitney Point, and the 206 corridor over to Norwich. There might be something. The best chance actually near Binghamton, Route 17 corridor. I know you see a big green blob here in Cortland. This is probably way overdone. So probably dry. Again, best chance far southern tier tomorrow. And yet again, wash, rinse, and repeat Saturday morning. What's this? Yeah, that's right, fog and low clouds, which will give way to a mix of sun and clouds. Likely dry Saturday in central New York. The best chance of a pop-up shower thunderstorm in New York State would be western Finger Lakes and western New York. Boating forecast, winds southwest at 5 this morning, onshore 10 to 15 knots, waves a foot or less. Watch the fog this morning, Oneida Lake and the Finger Lakes, then a north by northwest wind developing later in the afternoon, 5 to 13 knots, waves flat early, then a half a foot this afternoon. Same kind of wind flow for the Finger Lakes. Sunshine, total amount of sunshine, roughly 50%, some spots a little more, some spots a little less. Precipitation probability for the fair in Syracuse is 1 in 3. You may have noticed on the Futurecast that there's a higher probability for eastern areas and southern areas. After that, it looks like our chance of a shower thunderstorm is pretty low. 10, 20%, 25%. Those are not good odds, so I wouldn't bet on many, if any. Temperatures will continue well above normal for the next 7 days. I'm meteorologist Peter Hall. Anytime, anywhere. Get your forecast, cnycentral.com.